Hey, YouTubers and gold stackers and people watching the channel or people passing through, why is there no shine on gold in gold price? Why is there no shine? Well, I'm going to tell you before I even read this damn thing. I think because of the strong dollar right now, the strong dollar is actually driving down the price of gold or keeping the price of gold plateau. Um, Once the dollar starts to decline in value, you start seeing gold skyrocket, right? Um, there's a little bit of a hidden tension happening with gold that I see happening with China and Russia buying up tons of gold. A lot of them are selling their U.S. treasuries and using the U.S. treasuries, selling them and buying gold with them. And gold is one of those markets where it's been, in my opinion, heavily and severely manipulated. Now they keep saying that America has one of the biggest gold reserves in the world. I don't know. No one's seen it, so I don't know how or where or why or they keep saying this, right? And a lot of European countries have their gold stored in the U.S., right? Now the problem is America doesn't have nearly enough gold to cover all the currency that it's printed out, right? So there's a lot of controversy happening with gold, and it's been going on for like 2, 3 decades now. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they just want to decide and manipulate gold for all these years. I think, in my opinion, guys, an ounce of silver should be anywhere from $140 to $300 an ounce. That's what silver should be valued at. Gold, I think, is severely underrated. Gold prices, I mean, were up and down, especially in 1980, January. Gold, I think, spiked. It went from 500 to 1100, and then before the end of the year went back down to 400 an ounce. So you see all these movements in gold and different ways it's treated when it comes to how the markets are performing. But what the funny part is, this is the funny part, is because of the amount of money that's out there that's been printed, shouldn't gold still be going up on a nice trajectory? Because that's how we would forecast it. Anybody would forecast it that way. So let's look at the article here. Why is there no shine in gold price? There is no appetite among traders for holding the safe haven of gold. The gold price has lost value due to the strength in the dollar index, and this trend is still robust. So it's lost value. Okay, I just said that. Yeah, okay. All right, so I was right about that. Gold has been out of luck for a majority of a year so far. The year-to-date performance of precious metals sits at 0.46%. This is despite the fact that the Federal Reserve has adopted a dovish stance toward their monetary policy. There are serious concerns over the ongoing trade war between the United States and China. In fact, the mainstream Chinese media has adopted a very aggressive tone against the U.S. and with the Chinese media sending a clear warning that the dispute is ongoing, is going to hurt the U.S. companies, and most because of their exposure in China. According to the treaty damage to the USA hinterland, a 25% tariff increase on Chinese companies is going to impact 1 million U.S. jobs and will also anchor a financial market turmoil further. But hold on a sec, guys. Hold on. This is going to affect 10, maybe 15 million Chinese workers. Oh, yeah. They're not seeing that side of the coin, too. However, despite this major uncertainty, there is no appetite among traders for holding the safe haven of gold. The chart below shows that the SPDR Gold ETF has experienced its largest outflow since 2016, with an outflow exceeding 926 million in the first week of May alone. Having said this, the bleeding didn't get much worse, and this is because of the last week. The inflow was 120 million, which is better than the previous week's outflow number of 303 million. So, is gold still a safe haven? So this is the SPDR Gold outflows largest since 2016 graph here. So you're seeing it right here. Yeah, it's obviously not performing well at all. So there it is there, outflows. Wow. And then it's gonna, right there, right? And you're seeing the movements here. Very simple to see that. The relation of the dollar index to gold price is always interesting. One goes up and the dollar goes down. Mostly the chart below shows that gold price has lost value due to the strength in the dollar index, and this trend is still robust. The question which comes to mind, why is the dollar index still strong if the Fed isn't going to change its monetary policy? So here it is here, gold losing its shine. Despite dovish Fed stance, the dollar index is roaring. So there you have gold futures of June delivery. And then here you have Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index. So you're seeing where it's pretty much sitting close to par here. There's the level, and there's the dollar there. But there's too much US dollars printed. That's the thing, in my opinion, guys. To answer the above question, one needs to look at the US economic data and see how it's performed against the forecast. Remember, the Fed is usually behind the curve, and market participations have it right most of the time. Therefore, the Bloomberg U.S. Economy Surprise Index is helpful in this situation. In the chart below, you can see the economic data has started to perform extremely well since March, although the current reading is 0.18, negative 0.18, still in negative territory, but the improvement in this index has been extremely strong. This is because back in March, the index was well below 0.50 level, as the correlation between the gold price and economic surprise index since October 2018 has been negative. One goes up and the other moves lower. So there it is there. There's another one, gold losing its shine. This is the despite the dovish Fed stance, the dollar index is roaring. Roaring. So it's rising, it's roaring, whatever. There it is there. And today's FOMC minutes will be of particular importance because traders will be looking at two things. Firstly, if the Fed is going to acknowledge that the trade war is a catastrophe, and secondly, the economic slowdown in global growth. If the minutes do not show any concerns about these two major issues, I think the path of the least resistance would remain skewed to the upside. Overall, I think the dollar index is going to continue to move to the upside. We will only see if losing steam in the Fed starts to pay attention with Donald Trump wants. Because if one thing is for certain, the economic data is falling off a cliff, and this means that the upside for the gold price may be limited. So that's a very important key. This is the article here. I do not post links in the comments. Why is there no shining gold price? So I don't post links anymore in the comments because when I do, the video gets like banned or shadow banned, so nobody could see it. Because they're trying to keep you on YouTube as much as possible from going off YouTube to read links. So that's the article there by Forbes. I want to throw this out there because I was looking myself primarily at ETFs, gold ETFs, and a couple of gold companies that pay a dividend, a good dividend. And none of them look prosperous right now. Even oil looks better, even though oil's plummeting today. The Canadian dollar, oil, and everything's plummeting today. My oil stocks are down like 1.9% today, but I bought at the dip, so I buy on dips all the time because I believe something big is going to happen with the Canadian pipeline that's going to go through here. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys think because it's going to be really interesting. A lot of gold out there, a lot of gold stocks and ETFs. I'm just not seeing anything promising. I don't know. Let me know, comment below. Thanks for watching.